Welcome to Exploring Life and Work with Patti. I am your host, Patti Osferic, a leadership and work-life balance coach. Are you a burnt out, overworked, stressed out manager or supervisor looking to find some peace, calm, and maybe a little balance in your chaotic life? Join me as we explore strategies to maintain sanity from chaos to calm. There may be at times some occasional adult language. Let the exploring begin. Hi, managers and supervisors. How's it going? Sometimes in our careers, we all have worked with someone unprofessional. They may come across like they don't care or don't even know how to behave in a professional setting, or even realize their behavior is unprofessional. How do most people usually respond? Avoidance. They would rather avoid the situation instead of addressing the unprofessionalism. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. Whether new or experienced, many managers and supervisors shy away from confrontation, thinking that the behavior will just disappear or go away. However, in most cases, the behavior gets worse when it's not dealt with, and it continues. Is there a way to help or mentor them? Yes, of course there is, by addressing the behavior. However, people can't change if they don't know their behavior is displeasing. Calmly explain to the unprofessional person how to be treated with respect. Give some examples of what is respectful and courteous. Here are some examples. When you roll your eyes at me while I'm speaking to you, this makes me feel disrespected. When you don't respond to me with an answer, I feel frustrated and ignored. Could you please respond promptly? An example of this could be in person or email. Somebody hasn't been replying to you or ignoring you or ghosting you. Here is a quote. Beneath every behavior, there is a feeling, and beneath each feeling is a need. And when you meet that need rather than focus on the behavior, we begin to deal with the cause, not the symptoms. The quote is by Ashley Warner. If we are all honest, there are times in our career when we have been unprofessional. For example, a coworker pushes us over the edge with a passive-aggressive comment. The harsh boss embarrasses you in front of your peers or in a group meeting, or yelled at everyone because of one coworker's lousy behavior and ruined everyone's day, or an argument in a staff meeting that went over the top. This is one of the most challenging aspects of any job when working with the public or collaborating with coworkers. How do I respond to the unprofessional person? And as a manager, you're dealing with your employees as well. Why? There are numerous reasons. Coworkers can be defensive, rude, sarcastic, and have their own agenda, and be plain difficult. Some even enjoy causing workplace drama and spreading rumors, but then they get a high while watching the shit fly as the tension builds and the hostility grows around them. We spend more time with our coworkers than with our own family. Coworkers sometimes know us better than we know ourselves. Some even like to push our buttons so that we will react unfavorably. Some people don't even have speaking filters. They talk at the same time as the thoughts enter their head. They don't even know what they said was unkind, disrespectful, or demeaning. Some people, you can't approach them about their unprofessional behavior as a coworker. Instead, you may need to discuss the situation with your manager. How can you make the most of it? Before you approach the unprofessional person, think about how they will respond. Have a plan of action on how to communicate with recommended solutions. Be prepared. Will they accept the feedback or react unfavorably towards you? No matter how awful someone treats you, stop, reflect, and walk away. I know it is hard to walk away when emotions overtake you. However, just because you don't react, it doesn't mean you didn't notice the behavior or accept it. The only way to stop a toxic person is not to engage with them. Address the situation later when you both have time to think it over and calm down, not in the heat of the moment. Choose your battles carefully. Sometimes responding in anger makes you look like a fool in front of others. Here are some self-reflection questions to ponder or journal about. What were some of your experiences dealing with unprofessional people? What did you learn from these experiences? Today's podcast affirmation is, I recognize the beauty around me, even when I'm in the presence of unprofessional people. Did you find this podcast helpful? If so, please share the podcast with others. Thank you for joining me, Patti Osferic, in this episode of Exploring Life and Work with Patti. To learn more about me and my leadership and work-life balance coaching, visit my website at www.coachingforinspirationwithpatti.com. Patti is spelled P-A-T-T-I. How about subscribing or following this podcast to get all future episodes? Until we meet again.